actually refreshing for me to be here and be able to speak so much more freely here. You cannot speak freely in Britain. One wrong word, one wrong comment, you could be arrested by the police for hate crime. There was a case about a man called Harry Hammond, and he was a 69-year-old street preacher, and he unveiled a banner. The banner read, by memory, "Stop homosexuality, stop immorality, stop lesbianism," and then it said, "Turn to Jesus." And this 69-year-old citizen was assaulted by a crowd of about, I believe, 30 young people, of homosexuals and homosexual supporters. He was pulled to the ground, water was thrown over him, his banner was taken down, and the British police arrived, the quintessential British bobby. And what could they do, seeing a 69-year-old citizen being assaulted by 30 young people? They arrested the 69-year-old for inciting his own assault. And that's how it began in Britain, when everybody had to comply with the views of the state. And you will say, well, is that possible in America? I would say yes. If it can happen in Britain, it can certainly happen in the United States. I did a case quite recently where a Christian couple were prevented from fostering a child because their views on sexual morality could be inimical to the welfare of the child. That's what the court held. So we've gotten to the reverse situation where gay couples can foster, unemployed couples can foster, but a loving Christian couple with a spare room in their house, with a stable marriage, they were denied the right to foster. And during that trial, when they failed to win the right to foster, that organisation argued openly in court that it was the duty of the state to protect vulnerable children from being infected, their word infected, with Judeo-Christian values and sexual morality. You say you even believe in marriage, you're discriminating. That's the term of the language. You're discriminating. You're a bigot. Have you not noticed it? You're a hate-filled person. That's how they go for it. And then once you're a hate-filler, well, they can do anything to you. You're an extremist. You're exaggerating. It's never going to happen. A Christian can't foster. It's never going to happen. The cross is going to be banned. You're just you're an extremist. And that's what they call you here. You're extremists. You have no idea what is going to happen here. If you do not have the foresight to study what's happened in other societies, and Britain's a good place to start. But you know the Scottish saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because if you can't read the writing on the wall, you're too stupid, you deserve to be fooled. We didn't know, we believed it. You know, you can see the future. So you haven't got an excuse. I'm not sure many of my colleagues would have believed me back in '98 if I said these things. But if you say these things, you can say, well, Paul Diamond has told us, and he's the leading British barrister on this area. And he's doing the cases. They're in the newspapers. Google it. We're fighting a very hard action. And if we go under in England, I believe the Western world could go. We were 3 or 4-0 down before we realised. And we may have pulled it back to 4-2 now. But we're fighting hard, and it's fierce. You guys are 1-0 down, and you're sleeping. You've got no excuses. We can tell you how to deal with this. We can tell you what's happening. We can tell you where it's going to go. If the American people are fooled, it's really only their own fault.